What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Nev from Nev's Tech Bits here to drop some info on you about Bitcoin and what the easiest way to mine is. Now, a lot of people say that Bitcoin's not going to be around for too long, and even more people say it's going to be around forever. I personally think that Bitcoin is like the internet, and it's going to explode like the internet. Now, the world has a kind of currency that goes with countries, and it can be manipulated by banks, and it can be manipulated by corporations and government entities. But cryptocurrency cannot be manipulated so easily by those things. And because of that, world governments don't like it very much. Because it can't be traced, a lot of people really don't like it. And right now, we don't even know who the actual original creator of Bitcoin is. So, anyways, I personally believe that we will get somewhere with this because the strongest thing about a currency is people's faith in it. And as long as we have faith in Bitcoin, we should be fine. Now, all they need to do is make it more accessible, but we'll get into that in a different video maybe. Here is a video on how we can mine the best with the least. Go over to nicehash.com and go over to getting started and say I would like to sell hashing power. Nicehash.com. Anyways, when I started out, I wanted to mine Ethereum. Ethereum is the newest, most interesting cryptocurrency that's out right now. A lot of people are really into it. And I want to mine this, and it made me mine Bitcoin instead, which kind of sucks. Anyways, you got to download this. You got to open her up to save as a zip file, and then you might need to tell your antivirus to shut up and not worry about it, because the way that this works is the same kind of way that viruses work. You might get a false positive. You might have to tell your antivirus to shut up. But ultimately, you run into something like this. Actually, let me start from the beginning. Here's what it looks like when you unzip. So when you start it up, it's going to look at everything and see if you have what it takes. See what it takes over here. For service location, change it to whatever's closest to you naturally. And the first thing you want to do is benchmark. The benchmark here will go through different kinds of algorithms and see what you're best with. And then you go on down to start. As soon as you start, a whole bunch of stuff's going to pop up. And it's basically going to get you automatically mining. This is the simplest way to do it. Honestly, 100% so easy. If you have a really good video card, this will be good. If you have a really good CPU, this will be good. If you don't have those things, I wouldn't even bother. If you are paying for your own hydro, I wouldn't even bother. If you're not paying for your own hydro, do this all day long. Unless you're living in your parents' basement, in which case don't do this, because you're going to be taking money from your parents. And if you're in your parents' basement, probably you don't want to tick them off. But if you do this a lot, if you have a lot of mining going on, the electric company might actually start looking into you, see if you're growing marijuana in your basement or something. But most hacker kids are not growing marijuana in their basement. They are mining digital cryptocurrency. Why do I do this? Because I think it's really cool. I think it's really interesting. I think this is the future. It would be better if it took less time to make transactions. There's going to be needs to be more entities there to make these transactions. Anyways, you can check your stats online, which is pretty cool, huh, Kenny? And you can see when your first deposit will be. My next payout, so as you can see down here, it is July, and it looks like I'm not going to get paid until 2018. May 2018, and I'll get paid $24.26 US. I really do feel that that price is going to go up. The worth of the Bitcoin, I believe, is going to go up as more people get into it. I believe more people are going to get into it, and when more people get into it, more people will be likely to trade for it. If you want to help the Bitcoin community, please accept Bitcoins. how I have my wallet right now. Now the wallets work differently. You can have a wallet on a computer, on a special USB drive, or you can use a bank. The unfortunate part about using banks is that if they get hacked, they take the money from you. There's not the government support behind it, and if you get screwed, you get screwed large, so large. So you got to be really careful with this. You got to wonder, how much is my energy bills going to be? How much can I reasonably get from this, and how much do I reasonably expect this to be worth? Because honestly, for the most part, there's a lot of Bitcoin people that do it for the money, and then there's a lot of Bitcoin people that do it for the hobby of it, which is they just set this stuff up because they love it. They might not make their money back, but they don't care because they're having fun, and a lot of them are having fun with friends too. It's a really interesting thing. It's definitely an interesting hobby. But yeah, this is the easiest way that you can mine Bitcoin. A little bit of tips about mining Bitcoin: you got to have a good video card. CPU doesn't matter so much. You want fast RAM. More RAM doesn't matter. Fast RAM is more important than more RAM. And if you want to get it going quicker, a solid state drives help. But it all comes down to your video card, your central processor unit, and your RAM. And you want those to be fast. But I've seen a lot of people with CPUs that are Celeron. People are more interested in the motherboards that'll hold more video cards. But yeah, that is the easiest way that you can mine Bitcoin at home. So easy, so simple. You just download, you open it up, you throw a wallet at it, and away you go. Good stuff. Anyways, that's it from me, Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Have a good one, folks, and catch you later.